Hey folks, Windy City Thetan Watch. We are here in Chicago at the Chicago Org. I totally made a mistake and didn't put my headset on. Let me make sure I've got it on the right thing. Audio, headset mic, great. Yep, you should be able to hear me now. We're a little bit early, but we've got another guest auditor here. We've got Style Audit 1A here. How you doing? You would know her, right? She's done some curated videos. She's done production type videos for Nance Drew and showing some of the police and Scientology collaboration or cohorts here. How you doing? Are you a Scientologist? Okay. Lady E, you're absolutely allowed to go over on the other channel. I don't want to, steal any clout. I'm just pleased as punch to have others out here. It's really enjoyable. How you doing, James? So we're just now before lunch, so it's about 3 minutes to lunch. Mindy came by and we got the blinds shut. I just want to show you this, that they're terrible at their tech.
Are you guys still there?
Look at how terrible they've done these blinds, right?
Is this how they want
They're
to
not supposed to have
represent
wrinkles, right?
Scientology?
If you're going to do something, do it right. L. Ron Hubbard said, if you're going to do it right.
Did he say that?
This is not right. He was always somebody who was a fastidious stickler, right? So that's like the ship shape program.
Right.
This isn't ship shape.
This is not ship. Is that ship shape?
No. Yep.
Should I try using it?
Do you?
I'm not
yes.
live.
Yeah. You'll find that you'll get a clearer communication, and it also might isolate better, so you won't hear as much of the road noise. Or if people play music, you won't hear the music.
Thank you,
Yep.
Wendy.
No problem.
Wendy is a wizard. Thank you. And I just want to say, we, meaning me, have a lot more fun playing. Now that I'm out and now that I'm here, oh yes, there will be fun playing.
So we're talking with Style Audit 1A. I'm a little bit early, and it's that Israel and Mindy came down earlier than expected. So I just met them over at the train station, and we walked over here. Wanted to let them know that, hey, we're going to get here just before they come out for lunch, and we'll have an opportunity to see an awful lot of Scientologists leave the building. This is always, you're stronger than a Scientologist. Scientologists are supposed to be able to have total control over matter, energy, space, and time.
Okay.
They can't do anything. Look, you just push them away.
Am I OT8?
yeah, that's exactly what it is. And that's one of the director's sons, sorry, the director's siblings.
Really?
So the executive director is Joe Scala. That actually might be Joe Scala. But he's got 3 brothers, 2 sisters that are also in. So the way that this building lays out is that all of these buildings are solid. You can't get to the alley from here, but what'll happen, and they're going to go in the back door. So they're going to sneak around the back and go in the back door. There's an alley right behind this, and that's how they're going to get in today. So they were probably at lunch.
2 of us stayed in front, 2
Right.
of us went back.
Yes, yes. And that's why I say that one thing I love about having more people here,
Yeah.
I'm known as being pretty mobile, and the idea, if you guys are here, they won't come out the front door, and we can definitely get them in the back door.
Okay.
So do you want to go out around back?
Yeah.
All right. We might see them, we might not see them because it's South Feet. All right, we're going to head around back real quick. All right? There are people that claim you might do walking more than I do.
I do a lot of walking.
I know. Now, the one thing I will say is that
Pretty good shape.
that I happen to do marathons quite a bit. Yes. I love watching you guys. When you were hiking for quite some time. I think it was while your mom was still
Yeah.
having.
Yeah, before her surgery stuff.
That is fun. I've been out there to like Runyon Canyon and
Oh yeah.
the observatory.
Cool. That's
So,
I live like right across from this test center.
that's awesome.
That's how I stumbled onto the action.
So this on opening day.
Okay.
This was the garage that most of the Scientologists were in, and we were being kicked out of that. There's an alley behind this. The claim was that that alley was private, and the police and Scientology kicked us out of that. Sorry, not us. They kicked the protesters out. Shannon was here. Trashy VW. I was in Tokyo on the day of the opening. So it was very hard for me to protest the day of the opening.
Jennifer says hi to you.
Hello, Jennifer. So something that I hate about this is that this is an immigration courthouse here.
Yes.
If you think about it, these are people taking their first steps on American soil,
wow.
right? Or getting a
And
visa, or
siphoned
getting.
in
Yeah.
off the street by Scientology.
And we will see, last Wednesday, we saw the Scientologist out there trying to hand out flyers to those people.
Oh, I made this fake
That
personality
truck
test.
is at Scientology.
Let's see what's going on.
Yeah. So the blue construction fence is the building behind it that just went up, and then that's where the Scientology building is at.
Do you think it's blocking like because of us?
No. So
It's a
it also might be for the construction site, but that is where the building's at. There are restaurants on either side of the org. I will say having other independent protesters out here is always an advantage because I don't have to play zone defense. We can play man-to-man. Howdy, JBat. JBat, we've got Style Audit 1A here as well today, so if we could drop a link for her, that'd be great. Probably a little bit more space on this side.
I'm trying to follow your lead. I'm along for the ride.
Yeah, so no, the door is right here. So this is the HVAC for the building. This building is brand new. It just went up. I want to see if I can get past here. Do you mind if I step around on this side? It's just you have less gear out over here.
Is it possible?
Yeah.
It's implausible.
Me fail English.
Nothing's impossible.
So now we're seeing the back doors of Scientology. That one is seldom open, but they'll come out and smoke in that door, and they'll jimmy the door open so that they can go back in without having to knock. When they come out this one, the people at the desk won't let them jimmy this open, so they have to knock. It's very fun when you come back here and they're all out smoking. It's like, well, you're going to cut your smoking short, and they just scurry in so fast. But they have to knock, mother may I come back in. So lots of fun there. But these are the back doors, and again, they will, if you go onto the concrete, they're going to call our friends the Popo. Yep.
Knock out and be on the line, right?
Yeah.
But this is fine.
This is fine. You'll see that, right, they've got the sign here that's telling you if you want to go in, go ahead and call their number to talk to their director of public affairs. Which,
My chat is there's like a glitch where
Yep.
when I do it, the camera that faces me, everything's mirrored for them.
gotcha.
Oh, this is the place Danny and Leah went to when it opened and they saw Sean.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Danny and Leah stepped right here.
Yes.
The Danny and Leah.
More fun. So Danny is down at this end of the street yelling.
Okay.
Leah was up in the building, not the one that we're seeing, but basically just this side of the street there.
Okay.
You could hear Danny yelling on Leah's stream, and you could hear Leah yelling on Danny's stream.
Oh
and this is 2 blocks of distance and an event going on. So it was really rather a kick. There's one more interesting thing back here. We're going to see if we can walk past these garbage cans. Ooh, there's water there.
Oh, poor guy. I'm so glad we were here. He found me. I didn't run into him.
Oh, I've been stalking her for a while.
Thank you. I'm honored. My honor.
Thank you. Watch your step there.
Thank you.
So I don't know if you remember, but Trashy V12 BMW, he's not out as often as he was. He was the first protester here in Chicago. This is the dumpster that he got in and got all of their information out of. So remember, Aaron did the show and just exposed all of their notes. Like one of the persons said, I can't get into my computer. We saw the list of Sea Org members that were coming up for that event, but they got in so much trouble. And now you can see they're probably in trouble right now because this that lock is supposed to be locking the fence or locking the garbage can.
Oh, and it's not. Is it illegal to open it like
Nope.
this?
So if it's out here, this is free
It's
in public. Most of this looks to be the kitchen garbage. This is not paperwork. They've gotten much better at
Like
shredding.
now.
Yeah. But it was 10 days after Aaron showed them. So they saw that Trashy got in there and they followed him out. 10 days later, they went on a video. 10 days later, they actually put the lock here and started shredding stuff. And it's like, you guys aren't that reactive. How hard is it to go out and get a shredder
Right.
for this stuff?
Should have had a shredder from the beginning.
So, but this, you'll oftentimes see that if we're congregating out front, they're going to send their staff members back here. And they'll just be sending, you'll see them all on the phone pretending to talk all the time.
And what's that guy?
So this is a mic.
Microphone?
Yep. Oh, and this one is, this one is listening to me.
Oh, got
This
it.
one is so you can hear me. Or I can, that my
And you just pointed in the direction.
Correct.
Got it.
And the reason I do this is because if they try to use music, this doesn't pick up the music.
He's not right.
So, this is very well isolated to me.
And the quality, like if you were to, for example, sing, is
Yep.
it a pretty good quality?
I think so. I think it's better quality than if you just use the mic.
Does it get like, you know what I mean when I say getting hot? When does it get hot really easily? Not like temperature hot, but like where the volume's
Peak,
too high.
it'll peak. It's got, I can't remember what it is. You turn down the dBs. You can turn up or down the dBs so it'll peak lower or peak higher
Oh, wow.
than you want. I just like this because, again, like I said, it allows me. Can you hold this for just one second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I just noticed this one was pointed out. So it's got a magnet on it.
Oh, nice.
Kind of
And
put it
then,
anywhere.
And then it's, does this have another place where you can also charge your phone?
Yes. So if I charge here, now
I don't
this
wanna
won't
look at your
charge.
phone.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, it's just the chat.
Okay, yeah.
So that'll charge this, but it won't charge the phone. So I can only go about 2
Okay.
hours.
Got it.
And what'll happen? I assume that we're going to go get food at some point today or coffee, and at that point, I'll go to the phone mic instead of this, and I'll let these two recharge.
But do you,
This stays
when
15
you
hours.
take this out and put it back in, is it seamlessly connected to your chat? It doesn't. You don't have to like restart your chat. Or
I don't have to restart it, but I will sometimes have to. You can see this; it's not a big deal. That if I look at settings and then audio, I just have to switch it back
Switch
and
it
forth.
over. Okay, so I use a different
But you could do that live
program,
stream.
so I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
And it'll probably do that.
I'm in the market. I've had a lot of complaints, and I hear you guys loud and clear, and I care about your experience, and so I'm looking for a good microphone.
That was one of the things when I first did this. It's like everybody in LA just has a phone, and by the way, that's all you need, folks. Don't think you need to be special. If you have a phone, you're equipped to do this. Now, I just thought I wanted to have a pleasant experience, so I got the gimbal just so that it wouldn't really rock.
I want to add something to that. You don't even need to be able to stream.
No.
You can just record.
Absolutely correct.
Before I was able to stream, I was never even planning on streaming. I was holding a sign, okay? That helps. But then before I was even streaming, I saw something really like profound. It was Aaron getting arrested.
Yep.
And I just took out my phone and recorded, and I just uploaded it. And that actually got me enough people to stream almost.
Yep.
I wasn't thinking about that at the time, but I mean, you don't need to be streaming in order to be contributing.
100%. That I will say this: that I would encourage you to have some form of a camera so that you have protection in case anything does happen. But you're right; being live doesn't really matter. Right? And one thing that I'll also do is whenever I'm here, I've got the body camera on as well.
Yeah, I
So-
brought a body camera and I didn't bring it with me because I'm spirit.
Yes.
It's so small. Like I've only brought what I need, and I'm only here for one day. So otherwise, I would have. I left all this stuff back in a few days.
All right. Let's.
Is that it? They're onto us.
Well, you'll never see people
Those are
back
the
here.
windows for the place, right?
So no, that's. You're right. These are. So this
These
building,
are the
this
windows.
7-story building, is Scientology.
Do they ever open these windows?
Almost never. And the same thing in front. You'll see that sometimes they'll open up the second floor, but if I'm out here, they'll close that. And by the way, when I say I mean if any protester out here,
yeah.
they'll
For
close
your
that as well.
experience when you're out
Yeah.
there. Okay.
So,
Yeah, thanks for the
Yes.
tour.
and the thing that I think is impressive about this, similar to LA, there is so much retail and foot traffic in this neighborhood
Yeah.
that I'm going to say it was a smart choice. That there's a reason Scientology decided to put their building here, right?
Totally off topic.
Yep.
So weird how this building over here has like no windows on this side.
Again, everything here would have been a factory at one point in time.
Oh, God.
And the factory didn't need it. But also, the thing that I'll tell you here is because of that skeleton,
Yeah.
there was a building that would have been kissing it. And when the
Ah.
building that was kissing it came down, you
Yeah.
can see kind of the shared infrastructure
Got it.
that went there. And just the other side as well is ComEd, right? You can see the security cameras up here. So this is high transmission coming down to regular transmission. This is retail. So up here is where Leah was when she was able to talk to one of the residents and say, hey, can I come up and see your patio?
She is such a hero.
Yes.
Leah's a hero. Danny's a hero.
Howdy, Corn. Sorry, folks. I've been fanboying a little bit and trying to share a little bit of information with Mindy. So I promise I'll come back to chat.
I really appreciate it, guys. I really appreciated Wendy's chat. Thanks for sharing him with me today. I'm so impressed people even come out. You know, when I say things like, I'll be there at about noon, I know there's a risk that no one's going to be there,
Right.
and it's going to be amplified and broadcasted that nobody cared to come. This was very nice.
Yeah, so I'll say that there are certain people that it's a challenge to be here. You know,
I'm sure, because
Corn,
they're far away.
Friesino, they come from out of state to protest here, and they're here, you know, several times a month.
Oh, wow. That's so far.
Now we're seeing you can see the black female, so she's a Scientologist. She's one that she doesn't like me.
Okay.
And you've got the two Scientologists on the far side of the street. So they live in this building, by the way. Sorry. So they live in that large black
one?
building.
Really?
Yep.
They can't block the
So-
windows from that one.
That is Joe Cicala. He's the executive director.
Oh.
So he's ED of this church.
Do you know Zenu?
So a little juice bar.
She's got to come out.
Yes. Yes, she does. So, right, she went in to hide from you. She didn't go into order. She went in to hide from you.
Am I allowed to sit on this?
You can.
Really comfortable.
Now, the one thing you'll also see is they'll be very friendly to the service people. They have to make friends to their neighbors, and their neighbors have to be friendly to them, right? I mean, again, if you're neighbors, it's a different dynamic. Yep. And then this is Izzy coming down. She hates she'll roll her eyes when I call her Izzy.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know Zenu? Are you allowed to talk about Scientology? Is it weird that your church doesn't let you talk about it? Why aren't you allowed to read any other books?
Yay. I'm a fan. Killing it. Now look. Oh, you missed it just a little bit, but they'll smile when they go on to testimony. How you doing, Izzy?
Have you learned about Zenu yet?
Anything positive to share about the church while you're on your fake phone?
I'm making you walk away because I'm OT8, I guess.
Yes, yes.
My magical powers. Here she comes, Miss America. Hey. Enjoying your lunch? Do you have anything positive to say about Scientology?
Yeah.
I like that question. Do you have anything positive to say about Scientology?
And then there's the idea. Now, some people, Nora kind of reminded me that they don't know the internet very well, right? But the idea that I'm giving you a platform. You can say anything you want to. There's an audience that will listen to you. Tell us why we should come in here. And they just forget about that option to tell us about anything positive.
These people are kind of younger, so they probably totally know about the internet.
Absolutely. I would agree.
Are they second generation?
And I'll even tell you that she is a college student. So
Okay.
I first saw her in civilian clothing. And then she's recently become a member.
Okay.
The one that just passed by, so Izzy, on the night that they did the recruiting, she became full HCO, which is Hover Communications, which is kind of, that's your indoctrination to you're safe to be on staff now, right? Because they've kind of vetted you in that.
Yeah, so a lot of these people are staff, you're saying?
Yes. Now, the vast majority of them work for a company called Dream Exchange. And if we listen to, Shannon did a good expose on them. I've got a website that's got some blog posts about them. And of their leadership staff, something like 17 of the 25 people on their leadership staff has taken a course in Scientology.
Okay.
And it's considered a minority-owned stock exchange.
Okay.
Per se. Now, he's just skimming the money off of that so that he can donate here and so that he can employ the staff. So he's the one that really funds these people. That's how they can go to. You notice she just went into a juice bar, right? This juice bar is probably $6 a drink, right? So,
Well, that's like so much less than California.
yes, correct. But it's so much
Like
more than
half
every
the
place
price
else
of
in the world.
California. Half the price of California.
Yes. So,
She reacted. You guys are right. Now that's something we don't get in California. They don't even react. Like
Yeah.
I was surprised to see her be like, like
Yeah.
she did this thing. I'm not used to that. Usually they are like
stone-faced.
stone-faced. And so they have a reactive mind.
Yes, that's a good point. Why are you still using a reactive mind?
That's your reactive mind.
Yeah.
Are you not clear? How far are you on the bridge?
Right. That is good, right? Yeah. Are you still pre-clear?
How much longer before you are clear? I'm doing a report on Scientology, and no Scientologist will talk to me.
Correct. Yes. Let us know. People want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
I have a lot of really important questions. Respectfully.
So the gentleman that just went in here, he's either the owner or one of the management staff of All Stars Seafood right here. And they've confronted me a couple of times, like, why you're out here with cameras. And I've explained to them that, listen, this is the group that Danny Masterson, when he sexually abused 3 women, the church wouldn't let them report that. When they did, they were disconnected from their families. That's how dangerous this cult is down here. I know they're very friendly to you, and they're going to tell you all about their nice things, way to happiness, drug-free America, citizens for human rights. But once you get a little bit past that veneer, it's a very dangerous cult. Right? So, and the money, right? That it's just a money-hungry.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see probably 50 people. Now, they might go into, there's a little lounge. If we were looking at the building,
Yeah.
when we looked to the left window, so that door that's locked. So there's a door that's locked and then the door that was open. That, right, you can see in that door. Right behind that door that's locked is their cafeteria space. And you'll see a lot of people that'll sit there fairly frequently. They'll either go out and get something, or it feels like it's a Starbucksy place.
Hi, I'm doing a project on Scientology, but I can't get any Scientologists to talk to me. Can you talk to me about Scientology?
Remember, folks, if you ever have somebody that's going to be in close contact with Scientologists, make sure you get them in full frame so that we can see any kind of adverse reactions. No talk. They didn't have anything to say?
I kind of like that. Today's the first day I tried that one. I like that one.
Nice.
Doing a report on Scientology.
Yes.
I can't get any Scientologists to talk to me.
Absolutely correct.
Why?
I like it. Now, you might get a public to talk to you about that,
Okay.
right? That because they believe, right, that they're spending money. They believe in what's going on here.
So like a staff rather than a
No, like a civilian person coming out. So
Okay.
a public Scientologist, right, is the idea. So what?
somebody taking auditing.
Correct. You'll see them on graduation night. So tonight at 5 o'clock.
Hey, Wendy, Mindy, they're saying.
Yes.
In California, the people come out. I have video after video, even in Portland, of civilians coming out from just getting auditing, and they are stone-faced. They are just as bad as the Scientologists.
So this is one that we have that you don't. The 2 women up here,
Yeah.
they're Nation of Islam.
Yes, we do have those.
Oh, nice.
Not. I haven't had any conversations or whatever, but I've heard about them.
So this was kind of a hotbed for
Yeah, talk to me. Talk to us about that.
Muhammad and Malcolm were here quite a bit. And so they're Nation of Islam. Now, there's this unholy alliance between Nation of Islam and Scientology, which doesn't make sense. We understand, right, that L. Ron Hubbard was not a fan of people of color, right, that they were a degraded being. And he'll talk about the African continent, the Asian continent, that those people can't comprehend what we're doing. Without white people, there's no way that those people could ever learn, educate, whatever the case is. He just really talks poorly about them.
Wow.
And it always surprises me that Nation of Islam would want to be a part of that.
Associated.
Now,
yeah.
they're a failing organization as well, right? Shrinking organization. So this is 2 shrinking organizations last ditch attempt to say, how do we save this, or how do we kind of power up the money in this space?
Is she or no? The Navy.
No. So it is dangerous to walk in this neighborhood with a black suit or a black dress.
You might get approached by people studying Scientology.
That is something that I never really recognized.
What?
I never see females there is no Scientology staff dress. It's only the suit. So all the females, I don't think I've ever seen somebody in a dress that would have been a Scientology type outfit.
So are they just giving out pamphlets, the Nation of Islam women?
They're out for their smoke break because it's lunchtime right now.
Okay.
Right. So, and most likely what happens is Nation of Islam has offices in this building. Similar to out by you, Way to Happiness has offices in some of the buildings, or Drug Free America, Drug Free World has.
They're like umbrella companies.
Right. The front organization.
Groups. Yeah, thank you.
So, awesome stuff.
I know. It's just I'm in the moment. They're like, go get coffee. So
Yes.
But I'm in the moment.
I will say it'll be boring for the next 40 minutes.
Okay, should we go get coffee?
Yeah. We'll go collect.
Should I follow you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please do.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll kill this one, and I'll just go live again when we come back.
Oh, because of charging your microphone?
A little bit. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't need to yet, and again,
And you also have this gimbal. I got a gimbal, and it sucks battery like nobody's business.
Here's what the reason. What I think the reason that you're having. So she's a puppet. No, she's not. She's staff. She's just in civilian clothing today.
Okay.
But if you, and sorry, I didn't alert you to it. The cafeteria was right behind that, and the cafeteria had at least 10 people in there. So
you saw it.
yeah. So there's a little vestibule right here, but then a pass through to the cafeteria. You'll sometimes see in the corner. Yeah, they did too well on this one. That you can kind of see into that section over there, because there is a wall that goes right here.
Okay.
But then beyond that, there's a doorway on just the other side of here. Yeah. By the way, Patrick is the most incredibly. So
Patrick Skinner?
Yes.
He's the best.
Yes.
I modded him yesterday.
So Patrick Skinner, he's been involved with the church before.
Right.
There's others that are really just essential to helping me when I'm like, oh, what is that thing that I'm trying to think about?
With their important information, they always help me. I am so much smarter with them as part of my support, and
Yep.
and I feel safer with you guys here too. Thank you.
Oh, what I was saying is that it's important that you balance this. So while this is still off,
Yeah.
make sure that this is balanced, because then it's not doing as much work. Like if I had this a little bit over here,
Yeah.
this thing is always trying to lift up, and that's what kills the motor so fast.
Okay, make it balanced.
So if you make it and again, it's important, right, that I've got this on here. So I usually just leave this on here, right?
Okay.
So and
Is it off right now?
no, so yeah, so you can see the little green down here,
Yeah, okay.
and this I can charge. So even if I didn't, I can charge this and
While you're holding
just like
it,
everybody
while
else.
it's on?
Yeah, so it's got the
While
little
it's
charger.
on.
Right there. Yeah, while it's on.
All right, and it plugs into here too? No, it's
No,
not.
so this is just Wi-Fi connected.
Do you say anything to them?
Is it okay that women can't report crimes against them in this church? Doesn't that sound strange? That if you were abused by someone in this church, you couldn't report it to the police? How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing.
Do you understand what they are? Do you know how dangerous this place is?
Kind of, yeah.
All right. Can I?
I mean, the entry level stuff seems like very
Really easy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
gets you in, and then it's like
So that they're accused and convicted of things like human trafficking, child abuse.
Boy.
So if you look at this is a lot of information on that website. This has been around for 20 years.
Is it Zeno.net?
If you look at Zeno.net, and if you look at this side, you'll see a scan code. You can have this business card.
Oh, thanks.
If you look at that side, you'll see all of the crimes. Like Lisa McPherson, she had mental problems. They took her out of the hospital. When she went to the hospital, they put her in chains behind a locked door for 17 days.
Oof.
She died before they get back to the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So again, at the lowest level, I get how we're going to save the world.
Yeah, and like there are 21, like the 21 precepts were like, you read them, they make sense.
Common sense. Yep, absolutely. And that's the problem, is that it's common sense world. So L. Ron Hubbard he didn't invent these items. L. Ron Hubbard did not invent these. He really stole everything and codified it, if you think about it.
That's basically what they admit to it.
Yeah.
So it's basically like, yeah, it's like, it's synthesized over thousands of years, and I'm just the guy who wrote it all, got it all together.
Hopefully you didn't give them your name and number?
I gave them my name, but not my number.
Okay, because they...
email?
Yeah.
No email.
Okay, good, because you will be on a list forever. It's really hard to get off this this list. So, all right. How was your experience inside? What did it...
I mostly just ran through and watched the videos that were informational in nature. They're supposedly informational in nature.
Right.
Like, I tried to avoid the testimonials because it's really not what interests me.
Yeah.
Like, according to their doctrines, it's what, like, it only works if it works for you.
Right.
So, like, I don't want to hear about how it works for you or anyone else, really. But, like, what matters is if it works for me.
Yep.
And the entry-level stuff does.
Yep.
It makes sense. You think about it.
I agree.
And again, he synthesized it from everything else, so it's like, oh, yeah, like, there's something.
It's every other self-help book you've ever seen in the universe.
Pretty much.
I'm going to ask about this reaction. So, did you ask them any questions?
No, I did not.
Okay, and I would say that okay, and then my other question would be that did anybody offer information, or did they just say, sit down here, watch the video?
They mostly just said to sit down and watch the information and ask if I had any questions, but...
Yeah, because they're mostly not allowed to talk about any of this. That the leader right now is David Miscavige, and he doesn't trust these members to be well enough versed in what's going on to have a conversation with anybody. So that's why you're kind of put in front of these little videos, right? And there's, 12 videos throughout the day, and maybe they took you upstairs as well to...
Oh, no, I never even got to go upstairs, but it was... I'm just killing time while my passport
nice.
is...
So you're down at the... Yep. I was right, so immigration courthouse is right down the street here.
Yep.
So, all right. Definitely appreciate your time. Anything that you have to say about, what did it feel like?
Kind of clinical, like it's... I don't want to call it love bombing because they're not
It is
doing
love
that.
It is
Yeah,
love
It is love bombing.
Give them time. Well, I'm getting out of here after I get my passport.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. That's good. And congratulations on the passport.
I wonder, is he allowed to go back in and ask a question for us?
You can give it a shot. You know what? That's something that's going to be funny.
What question would you?
So
what
these
do you
people
think would be
don't
best?
see us right now because they're not allowed to watch the internet.
Too, when they had somebody walked out and was talking to us.
Yep.
Like an old conversation that came out around
Yep.
there.
So they'll pull somebody back in. You're not allowed to talk to us because we're SPs, right? We're just terrible people.
Don't do it.
Don't give him your
It's a
name.
cult.
So he's maintenance.
Actually, no, the founder is dead, so it's technically a religion.
Correct. Yeah. So, yeah, they do claim it's a religion. Yeah, he's on target too. He's on target too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He left his body behind.
Yeah.
There's an
Just,
office inside every one
Yep.
of these places.
There is one in here too. You wouldn't have seen it because that one's on the second floor, and then purification. One of the other things to do is they believe in getting rid of all the chemicals in your body, so they'll do a purification rundown. You'll take 5,000 milligrams of niacin a day, which you're only supposed to take 50 milligrams, daily recommended dosage, and you'll be in a sauna for up to 5 hours a day. That is down in their basement.
I mean, the sauna doesn't sound that bad.
Right. You're not supposed to be in that long.
Yeah.
Right? 5 hours is a long time to be in a sauna.
Well, I mean, if you get enough water.
Yes. Yep. And that's what it is. Their claim is, right, they're detoxifying you. And yes, you are sweating, but are you being detoxified?
Yeah.
So.
I think it's that it's not the sweat that really gets rid of it. It leaves by other means.
Yes. Yes. Kidneys solve problems.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that passes through there?
Yep.
Yep. Nice. Cool.
If you could go inside and ask any question, what would it be?
Why do I want to be here? Right? Why should I come in here? Because that's the thing that nobody's ever given me a positive message of, you've got to come in to do this, right? Or here's why we're here. Now they'll say we're here to save the world. And I always like, if you ask them, can you say anything nice about the church? What their comment will always be is, everything in my life is better. And it's such a, what you basically just told me is that you like magic elves, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Explain to me
It's
what
like,
everything else is.
Everything is better. It's not like, oh, this, let's say, we'll use working out as an example. Like, I started working out, and like, I have so much more energy. I can move better.
Absolutely. I'm healthier. I'm wealthier. I've jokingly said I'm taller, right? So how did Scientology help you?
And even if you think about within the context of religion, right? So people will say, well, I have that experience. I have a relationship with Jesus. Or let's just say someone, and you ask them, well, what would happen if one day you decided that wasn't for you? And I would just, walk away or whatever. The issue here is it's not just that things are getting better. It's that once you're a part of it, it's like they'll do everything to destroy anyone in your life that would ever potentially bring you out. So if you have a sibling, like I'm a religious man, right? I have siblings that are atheists, right?
Yeah.
My brother's an atheist, doesn't believe in anything. My community doesn't sit there and try to convince me not to speak to my brother.
Remember me, the one with the sign?
I do.
All the rabbis and everybody else in the community.
Does the sign still? Is there still a sign? No.
Well,
Nice.
There's no
what,
discussion.
does he like help out every time
No.
to help
They
out?
just grew up. It's just became culture.
Thank you so much for coming out.
There's no, they don't disconnect.
Yes.
Ouch.
Ouch. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you.
Yeah, it's like you can believe what you want. You can believe in, you can believe that Jesus walked on water. You can use an example or somebody believes that. You can believe that. That's something you can believe. That's okay. No one's saying that's bad. The problem is what they do to you. It's not just that it comes with nothing. It comes with empty promises and a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. Empty promises and a lot of trouble. And then literally the people that come out are literally have the exact
Thank you so much, Kendra. I really appreciate that. I'm going to kind of stand up here while they're interviewing, start talking stuff.
Or horrific, incidents in life. They literally come out.
I'll say read it with an open mind, but be careful. Right.
Physiological brain scan.
Like run through the MRI machine, you're going to see the same.
You will see the same exact patterns that form based upon psychological trauma.
Yep.
You will see on survivor's discovery. You will absolutely see the same exact patterns. Which is crazy if you think about it. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it proves even more so. They lock you in, they lock you down, and then once you're in, you can never go out.
So how much of that do you think was Ron's idea? And how much of that do you think just happened with?
I think L. Ron Hubbard was the one that said it. You want money, start a religion.
Yeah, he
It's
did
not
say that.
wrong.
Now, one thing about L. Ron Hubbard, and David Miscavige has kind of corrupted that, if you wanted to leave, and this is out of Tori Magoo would tell you that L. Ron Hubbard said, if you don't want to be in Scientology anymore and you've already put money on the bank, walk away and we'll give you the money back. Because he only wanted the true believers. But in L. Ron Hubbard's day, it was growing, so the idea that somebody left didn't bother him because 3 more people would come in. Now, if you leave here and you've got money on account, you have to sue them in order to get that money back. They won't give you that money back. So he's
That's
corrupting.
another thing. What other religion in the world? I don't pay a penny. Not one dime. Not one dime to go pray at temple. If anything, they serve me food. They give me the opportunity to use it. Not one
And all of it
penny.
I donated to church.
Right.
But
Right.
that's donation. That was money that I
That
Correct.
was a choice you made,
Yeah.
right? Nobody sat there and tried to convince you to buy a book.
No.
You understand? That's a tremendous difference.
In every other religion, they'll give you the book.
Yes, exactly. All the other books that exist are given out for free.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you can still get these for free. You just have to.
Right. You just have to. You just don't get it here.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yes, this guy was routed in, but he's super.
Yep. How did you? What you said you were curious? Were you just walking down the sidewalk and said, "Let me go"?
Basically,
Okay.
yeah. Went to Dunkin's.
Yes.
About 100 yards that way.
Yeah.
Coming down.
So we've got Joe Sakala inside.
Oh, he's Joe's down there.
So Kayla,
We'll
sorry.
check it out. You hear the crazy shit about the aliens and chapters and all that.
Right.
And you're like, I wonder if they actually, what am I actually going to see?
That's a good. That's awesome.
And you're right, innocuous.
I don't know. The next person who goes in should say, excuse me, where are you keeping the aliens? Are they in the basement?
Yes.
Where are you keeping them? They would
He
be
was buying around.
flushed out on their butt skis so fast.
He's well informed. He's not like he wasn't falling for nothing. He's here. He's in the city for different reasons. And when he's finished with his business in the city, he has no plans of sticking around for Scientology purposes.
No, but I really, be like, hey, these 21 are, good ideas. But he ripped them from everywhere
Correct.
else.
Yeah.
Yes.
The way he yanked up and twisted up millennia-old Buddhist, Brahmanist,
Yeah.
pro-Hindu ideas, Eastern thought, and then tried to turn it into some science fiction version of, Abraham Maslow is so cuckoo. So
Well, their actual logo, I pointed this out, somebody else told this to me years ago. You can pretty much take almost any religion that exists and you can form it within the cross. Like you can put like the Star of David in
Right.
there. You can make the perfect moon, like just like the Turkish flag. There are so many different symbols that could be found within that little symbol that they have.
So he's talking about their 8-pointed cross.
Right.
So up here you're seeing the Scientology, and those 3 triangles. It's ARC and KAS. So they talk about affinity, reality,
I always
communication.
say they're the only pyramid scheme that doesn't lie. It's sitting right there. The pyramid's right there.
Yeah,
We're a
I'm
pyramid
getting in my
scheme.
chat that they get 10% commission on the books and courses.
Correct. Yep.
So, now, is that just for staff or Sea Org members?
Anybody. So that's really what Nation of Islam. That's what we saw in that trash bounty. That the Nation of Islam people, they would bring their people in and get them to buy things and get that 10% commission on everything they bought. So that's why it's pyramid scheme. Now it's only a
So even if
1-layer
you're
pyramid
like
scheme, not a
you're-
multi-layer
You're a
pyramid
Sea
scheme.
Org member. You work 110 hours a week. You get less than $50 a week. You can make money by
Yep.
commissions doing this, and that's why they push so hard.
Correct. That's absolutely correct. Yep. Now, back in the day, there were people that were very, very wealthy because all they did was they sold courses and sold books. And Tori would talk about that, and you'll hear Tori say that they stopped doing that. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Take care. Right. Tori will tell you that they started to put a stop on that because people became too powerful, that they had so much money and they were becoming
Big
the
good
own
salesman.
idol, or they were becoming the El Ron of the local area. So, all right. Coffees?
Should we go get coffee? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Folks, please, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, because I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. If you want to watch, I'll be over on Minnie's channel, and then we'll come back in probably half hour, 45 minutes. Thanks.